underrated
Gonna
team.
beat Dallas.
We figured that was going to be the case. And because of that, Colorado faces Minnesota. And I still hope Minnesota kicks the fucking shit out of Colorado.
It will.
It'll be
It'll
close.
be a good.
It'll be a
It'll
good
be
series,
close,
okay.
but
But
I think Colorado has the edge, though.
I think Minnesota is going to go off to the Western Conference still.
No, I will. I agree. I think Minnesota's gonna win. That's who I picked, but I think Colorado still has the edge, though.
Yeah, home
Just
ice.
as skill
Home
wise, yeah.
ice,
And
skill
home ice.
wise.
Vegas beats Utah.
Pretty good.
They had a good showing. They had a good
showing.
showing for your first
They have
time.
potential. Vegas still wins it.
Vegas does what Vegas does. They're a shit team going in, but they'll show up in the playoffs. Anaheim beats the Edmonton. Fuck you, McDavid. Quack quack, bitch.
Fuck you, McDavid. Let's go Ducks.
Anaheim over. I think Anaheim's gonna beat Vegas.
I think
And
Anaheim's also gonna beat Vegas, and I think it's gonna be Minnesota versus Anaheim.
Anaheim. And then we got and then Buffalo beats Boston.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
To either maybe make the series interesting or
yeah, I think we had issues
on paper and skill wise.
I think we had issues with Boston because you had Swayman in the fucking net. Swayman's insane.
Just stealing games. That's all it was. He was just stealing games from you.
I think Swayman was our issue. I think we have a better shot against Tampa. I think we did really good in Tampa later in the year. We beat them 8-7 in probably the
But the difference is, though, Caleb, you're playing regular season Vasilevsky. If you play them, you never experienced playoff Vasilevsky.
I have not experienced Vasilevsky. As last time,
that's a different animal, bro.
Last time
it is a different animal. Playoff Vasilevsky is a different animal. You do not want him.
That's why
I think you rather have Dobis, just in the fact he's a rookie. But the way he was playing last night, he made 49 saves, let one in. Vasilevsky made 45 out of 45. So you're going against two teams that can vary. Their goalies could steal a game, like 2 games.
Right, and I think, as I said, Swayman was probably keeping the Bruins alive, barely, because the defense just sucks except for McAvoy.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only reason why I think we lost game 2. That was clean. I think we lost game 5 because we went to overtime and everybody was just exhausted. Plus the home ice pressure. Buffalo hasn't won a home ice since 1993. When Brad made that famous RJ call, or Mayday, 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 call. But I still think too, whoever comes out of round 2 is going to the Stanley. I don't think I don't think Philly or Carolina is gonna make it. I think whoever Metro is gonna get stopped. Whoever wins this
once it gets to the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah, whoever wins this, I know you can't see them. Whoever wins Buffalo versus Tampa or Montreal, they're going to the
wins
Stanley
the
Cup,
Eastern Conference.
Eastern Conference.
Yeah, Carolina has just had fucking easy opponents. With Ottawa, they fucking swept them. I think they're gonna sweep Philly.
They shut out Philly.
I think they'll sweep Philly this time. They would have swept Pittsburgh if Pittsburgh made it through. And the only fucking series I'm actually very interested in next week for the second round will be Buffalo and Montreal / Tampa Bay. Well, not really at that point. I'll just be rooting for Buffalo because I fucking would.
If it's Tampa Bay, you root for Buffalo. If it's Montreal, you're obviously rooting for Montreal.
Yeah. And fucking Colorado, Minnesota. Vegas, Anaheim, maybe.
Whoever's winning the Central and whoever's winning the Atlantic is
making the Stanley Cup.
Make it to the Stanley Cup. That's why my final prediction is gonna be my Stanley Cup. Is I think we decided Carolina and Minnesota unbiased, but the way that Carolina's been playing, we might have to change that to either one of these 3 teams in the Atlantic, either Buffalo, Tampa Bay, or Montreal.
Well, we also gotta think. How can we really say that how can you really say how Carolina's been playing when they swept their first opponent and they shut out their first game in their second round? We if the Metro wants a fucking chance, Carolina has to win the fucking series.
Yes,
That's the only other fucking. That's the only non-Atlantic team in the playoffs that had the chance to make the playoff, the Stanley Cup.
but they probably just lose in the Eastern Conference Finals like every fucking other year. They're like the Bills,
Yeah.
man. I think they're like just like the Bills,
Well,
except
well,
they have a Stanley and the Bills don't.
well. Wait. Hold on. Except the Carolina makes the conference final.
So we made the AFC Championship. We just lost to Kansas City twice.
Well, not consistent though.
Not consistent.
Usually,
No, we lose
usually
in the
you're
second
a
round.
second rounder, a divisional rounder.
Yeah, yeah,
So hey, maybe Buffalo will follow suit.
probably, maybe, hopefully not. Hopefully not. I hope not.
I oh, I hope. Okay, I'm 50-50 at the moment. It becomes 100%. I hope it does happen. If it's Montreal, if it's fucking Tampa Bay, 0%.
Yeah. So you're kind of in a
Never
weird spot.
thought. I'm in the situation right now where like if it's my team, I hope they Don Tolliver Buffalo. If it's Tampa Bay, I hope Buffalo Don Tolliver's them.
I want Tampa Bay personally. I mean, I want I want either
No, you,
or. I don't. I originally wanted Montreal. Okay, I want Montreal just because of the fact that the rivalry we're gonna see. Well, not really. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want Montreal to win. At the end of
good
the day, I want
boy.
Montreal. Tampa Bay though, I won't complain if Tampa wins though.
You just did not. You just went past that. That was funny.
when when if Tampa wins against Montreal, I think Buffalo has a really good shot. I know you say playoff Vasilevsky, okay?
Dude, it's a different animal. Trust you. It, hands down, bro. Playoff Askolevsky is a different animal,
Do you think that's gonna be that might be the
dude.
key to that
It's
if
a
it's Tampa?
fucking huge difference.
I I
He
I
he
haven't
is
seen enough Vasilevsky
unreal in the fucking.
in the
Have
playoffs,
you
man.
have you watched the series with Vasilevsky in the playoffs?
I think the only one I saw was the COVID year, and Vasilevsky is arguably one of the best goalies around right now.
So do you know how they won 2 Stanley Cups, right?
Yeah, it was because of Vasilevsky.
Dude, he literally every game that they won that up until those Stanley Cups, it was a 1 goal difference. 2 maybe. But majority, maybe like 75%, I would say, was 1 goal difference. You don't when you play Tampa Bay and you gotta face playoff Vasilevsky, you don't beat him. You just hope to survive him.
So I want Montreal then.
Uh, maybe not because don't. You might have to get playoff Dobish because playoff Dobish as a rookie, he's looking like Vasilevsky.
That's what Alex Lyon is, man. I think he's only allowed maybe was it
Yeah,
Alex
but then
Lyon's
again, you
insane
also got
too.
to tie in your opponent.
Yeah, you have more. Montreal and Tampa Bay have way more experience right now than playoff experience than Buffalo ever has.
No, not tying in that. You got to tie in who your opponent was.
That was Boston.
You're
You
comparing the Buffalo Boston series to the fucking Montreal Tampa Bay series.
well, even I know it's
Fair?
a
Is that
lot.
fair?
It's fair.
Mm.
But Alex Lyon, even during the regular season, was one of the winningest goalies. He's away for he's like a road goalie. If you put him on the road, he is a shutout master. And I think Buffalo's the same deal too. I think Buffalo's just plays better, way better on the road.
The problem with that is though, right?
What's that?
You're the higher seed.
He's winning 6.
Well, Montreal is known for being the most road. For us to win this series, we would have to win in Tampa Bay 3 times.
That's what Buffalo did, but we also were facing Boston though, which shouldn't have even been here.
Same with Ottawa. Same
Same with
with
Pittsburgh.
fucking LA.
LA, yeah, LA got lucky.
Well, Pittsburgh, they have a valid reason. They got second in their division. The division just have to be not great. You can't take it away from them, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know what LA? Do
Ryan, what's
you know
up,
what
man?
LA? So, did you know what place LA finished in the league?
I do not.
20th.
Out of 32?
Out of 32 teams, LA finished 20th and got a wild card spot in the playoffs.
That's insane. That's just a big slap in the face for everybody in the East, really.
Personally, how it should work, there should be no conferences.
I don't
It should
think
just
so
be top
either.
16.
Top 16 would be perfectly fine. Buffalo would have probably wouldn't have their playoff drought if it wasn't that way either. Because we were like borderline. Some years we were borderline 15, 16 in that range, and then other
Or
years we were just the worst in the league.
do it like the NBA.
Do the play-ins.
Have plans. Top 6 automatically make the playoffs in each conference. You're to get to if you're 8th, if you finish 7th through 10th, you got to play to get a seed. To get the wild card.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree with you and your dad too about how bullshit the seeding is too. Because this Tampa Bay Montreal series should not be that way because you're gonna lose one really good team. Okay,
Yeah.
same with Pittsburgh and
Yep.
Philly. You lost a really good team in Pittsburgh. Okay, Pittsburgh's pretty. They got to second. I mean, obviously Carolina was.
They almost came back.
They almost came back
If
too.
if they get that overtime goal, it goes to 7.
Yep. So that's and as we were discussing earlier when we were hanging up my TV, it should be Buffalo, Tampa, Montreal, Carolina in the second round. You have way more
Maybe.
interesting. The stakes would
Yep.
be so much higher, and you can't. And people wouldn't be so upset when their team loses because both of their teams are fantastic.
And in this side, it should be Colorado, Minnesota, Dallas, and
Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah, Vegas, I guess. Or Anaheim.
Yeah, you could argue a coin flip between
I could
Vegas and
argue Anaheim.
Anaheim.
They could steal one. I feel like Anaheim could steal a series. Yeah.
I think Anaheim and
But
Utah
it's
were like
Vegas.
the under. Hate and Hits Tramp Stamp Award. This award, despite it, contrary to its name, this award goes out to something honorable, something fascinating, or just like a clip of the week type of deal. Last week, Ryan, if you're still here, our good old friend Ashton got the first ever tramp stamp of the week for being a
Oh
dad.
yeah. You
So
can watch the first VOD to understand the story behind it.
okay, he's here. Okay, Ashton was our first, despite the contrary to name. He loves it. Okay, despite its name, as I said, um, that was just more of a the name kind of came up just randomly when we had a few beers. But as I said, it's just for something cool, something amazing, and
Yeah.
or just an awesome clip that we can't miss. Like if somebody hits a Michigan in hockey, we're gonna give it to that, obviously. Um,
It's kind of easy nowadays.
I've only seen one. That was
Actually,
from Bedard.
dude, it's easy
Is
nowadays,
it?
bro. A lot of people do it in college. That's
Okay.
how easy it is. Yeah.
Okay. This week's Tramp Stamp Award goes to these guys right here. This, I'm sure some of you people have seen it. This goes
My
out to
possible opponents in the next round.
this goes out. This is just for the Sabres or the Bruins. This is for everybody that was in that arena that night. And as Justin and I are from this area, it makes us feel proud that it feels pretty honorable that this
You should be proud to be a